In this video, we are gonna take this photo and we're gonna turn it into this photo with a couple of very, very quick and simple Lightroom techniques. Folks, my name is Matt Kloskowski. Welcome to the latest video. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're the type that does not like heavily edited photos, you should stop watching this right now. But if you like to have a little bit of fun with your photos and get creative inside of Lightroom and Photoshop, let's go ahead and dive right in. This is a photo I actually took years ago, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. It's a big range, isn't it? But it kind of goes to show you, you can go back and look back through old photos, and new techniques, new ideas, seeing it with new eyes just gives you different opportunities for it. So in this case, I really like the windows. I want to add some light to them. We're going to go up here to the very top. I'm using Lightroom. You could just as easily be using Photoshop, Camera Raw, and use the radial tool. And there are several other raw editors on one. Whatever you happen to be using, chances are you have a tool, you've got a radial tool or a brush that you can go in there and do something similar. I'm going to increase the exposure, and I'm also going to increase the temperature here. And then I'm just going to go over here and click and drag. And as is traditional fashion for me, whenever I use this tool, it's the exact opposite of what I want. It's going on the outside right now. I want it to go on the inside. You can guarantee the day that I want it to go on the outside, it'll default to the inside. There's no way to really set that permanently. But take a look at what it's doing here. So increase the exposure a little bit, increase that temperature, all right? There's a few reasons why I think this works so well. Number one, it's a dark, moody photo. And so we've got some area where we can really get in there and improve the light. Number two, it's a night photo. Night photos are very blue, purpley, magenta. And when you can introduce a warm glow to that, you really add a nice look. So definitely it kind of gives it that Thomas Kinkade type of a look to it. Also, guys, I'm going to run through a couple more on this one here, but real quick, if you go to mattkay.com, I'm actually working on a course called No Light, No Problem. That's where this technique comes from, where it's really based on relighting photos that you just maybe didn't quite set up the right way when you wanted to take it. So you were where you were at the time that you were there, and you got what you got, and you want to get in there and do some fun things to it. So go to mattkay.com, scroll about halfway down, you'll see the email sign up, and in the next couple of weeks I'll be letting everybody know when that course is out, so you can go onto the website and just get on the email list there, and I'll let you know. Okay. So now we got our window here. What we're going to do is get this to another one. So I'm going to right click on top of this and just hit duplicate. And this will make a copy of that adjustment pin. And now I just drag it right over here, and then kind of move your cursor on the outside, rotate it around a little bit, just like that. And then right click again, hit duplicate, and then move it over to this one, drag it around. This one to me has got to be a little bit smaller, a little bit more narrow, but because that light wasn't on, I'll crank up the exposure a little bit, and I'll crank up the temperature a little bit, all right? Just to give some appearance there. You have to be careful. It can definitely get more fake over here where the light wasn't on at all. I like this technique mostly for lights that are on that we want to enhance. It's really tough to take a dark room and just add light to it. But when the lights are on, it definitely gives us something to play with. And then from there, it really becomes a matter of experimenting a little bit with your feather setting, which is right down here toward the bottom, and experimenting a little bit with that exposure and a little bit with the temperature setting here. So I kind of like, I like to give it that almost, it's really glowing, it's really bright. I wanted to add that to it. Is that for all people? Definitely not. You need to go as far as you want to go with it. For me personally, I like to go a little bit over the top with it, so I'm okay with it. Okay. So I've got that one there, and then I'm going to right click again, hit duplicate, and let's drag it right down here. And look at it. It's like this little light you're dragging on the street here. I'm going to rotate it over, and we're going to kind of pretend it's casting out from that window there. And then again, experiment a little bit with the brightness and with the temperature. Okay. Now, if you want to see a before and after, you can go to the bottom of the panel and just click on that little toggle switch. That will show you before, and that will show you the after. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, go to mattkay.com. If you're interested in hearing more about the course, just sign up for my email list. It's right on the homepage. And in the next couple weeks, it should be done. And I'll make sure I let everybody know. And of course, wherever you're watching this video, If you stay tuned there, I'm pretty sure I will let you know when the course is out as well. But it's been a tremendously fun one to work on. Just creative. I'm not talking about the techie stuff or any of that. This is all just having fun and being creative with your photos. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you again real soon.